My name is Larry Panigo. I'm the chapter president for Chapter 23 in Dallas-Fort Worth. I've been a member of FLEOA since 1997. I think in our chapter, camaraderie, we've really started pushing the last few years to take care of our retired agents who are qualifying for their FLEOA carry. And just being there for all the midnight calls. We still have people needing law enforcement assistance for legal at Sunday night at midnight, it seems like. Well, the smaller chapters allows you, and me at least, to work with a lot of the same people you get to know over and over. You know, you'll see whether it's Gil or Joe or Frank or Pete, it's a whole camaraderie that you might not have in some of the large organizations.
Hi, my name is Bruce Butler, and I am the National Vice President for Agency Affairs for the Federal Law Enforcement Officers Association. I've been a member of FLEOA for approximately 19 years, for the most part, most of my career as a federal law enforcement officer. Well, I heard a lot about FLEOA and some of the benefits, and some of the older or more seasoned officers, if you will, all encouraged me to join FLEOA. And I've even had to use the services a couple times myself, and I was very glad that I did join, not just for the legal protection, which is what a lot of people join for, but the camaraderie and the fellowship with my fellow brothers and sisters in federal law enforcement. Yes, well, there was a couple times when I had some allegations alleged against me that were, you know, eventually found it to be unfounded, but it's that reassurance of having someone there with me while I went through that process was very comforting and very appreciative. And once you have that aha moment, you know, where the organization comes in and supports you, you're hooked forever.
Hi, I'm Liz McAleer. I'm the National Awards Director of the Federal Law Enforcement Officers Association. What inspired me to be on as the awards director is I was on the committee for probably 18 years, and just as a member, helping out, and I decided when the director didn't want to do it anymore, I stepped up and I assumed that role. So as the National Awards Director, I have the honor and privilege of issuing awards to our membership. So it's awards for investigative excellence, awards for community service, group achievement, prosecutorial awards, and most importantly, our Heroism Award.
Hi, my name is Enid Phoebus. I'm currently the FLEOA National Convention co-chair. I've been a member of FLEOA since 1992. I started as a chapter officer in the New York City Chapter 1, and then from there progressed to proxy at national conventions representing the chapter, and eventually was elected to the national board in 2011. I worked for the U.S. Probation Department out of Southern District of New York, and I was very helpful, and FLEOA was instrumental in working with us to have legislation passed to protect officers against third-party attacks.
My name is Madeline Gora, and I'm the National Treasurer for FLEOA. So I've been the National Treasurer for the last 10 years, and it's been a large undertaking, and the thing I'm most proud of is that I can do my job every day and really add value to the board's decisions, and not just be the bean counter who spits out the answers. I can sit here and say this is why we should do the things we do. I joined because it was a great insurance policy. I joined in case I ever needed a legal representation. I had that at my disposal. It was also a great social outreach for new agents and to get to meet people in a networking and recruiting faction.
Larry Cosme, immediate past president with the Federal Law Enforcement Officers Association. I got involved with FLEOA many years ago when I was on the job as an agent. I was in the booking facility at a courthouse at the marshal's office, as taking one of the prisoners in for transport. And I saw a poster on the wall that said, "Don't go it alone, become a member of the Federal Law Enforcement Officers Association." And that kind of piqued my interest. I asked a few officers that were on duty in the booking area at the federal courthouse, and they informed me that this was the Federal Law Enforcement Officers Association, of which I was eligible to become a member. Yes, I had members that were in need of representation, and FLEOA, came to their assistance, and in terms of they were basically reassigned a position classification due to an job-related injury, and FLEOA was able to intervene and basically convince management that this wasn't the proper path to take. As a result of that, when I became president years ago, now I'm the immediate past president, when I became president of the Federal Law Enforcement Officers Association, we advocated for legislation that would fix that so that in the future, managers of any federal agency, any federal law enforcement agency, cannot take these individuals and reassign them from a different job classification and keep them in the same position so that they could earn the retirement that they worked for their whole life.